unlike Dingle, I didn't necessarily prepare or write this in general because I figured this comes best from my heart because this has been about 3 years in coming and I don't really know how else to say this. But, spoilers, I'm going to cry. So, Dingle asked me earlier this year what my greatest swim memory was. And I'm sure most of you know, and if you don't, you evidently haven't been paying attention, I'm sorry. But I have a social disability called Asperger's syndrome. And what that does to you is, it basically, it limits how well you can make friends. And or socialize in general. So, when I was younger, around middle school, early high school, I went through such a painful emotional depression. And there's nothing worse than feeling lonely, knowing that you have no idea how to stop it, thinking other people don't care about you, and worst of all, you hate yourself for it. And 3 years later, well, 4, I can't count. I can safely say that the people in this room and so many others who I wish were here saved me from so much worse things that happened to me. And because I realized that none of you could ever truly understand or even grasp what it's like, but these 3 months every year are probably the only real time in my life where I'm ever truly this happy. They're basically the only real intro to a social life that I've ever had. And that basically just means the time on this team, the people in general, the practices, the dinners, the breakfasts, you get the idea. This is the only things that I've ever had. And to say the least, part of the reason I acted as probably annoying and horrifying as I did was because I desperately wanted so much more, but you know what? What I got made, I want to say it made a lot of that pain so much easier to go through. And I'm not going to list names specifically because this is basically my giant thank you to you all. I mean, and I can't really talk that much about it anymore as it is, but the reason I worked as hard as I did, part of the reason I tried as hard as I did was because I desperately was desperate just for to feel some sort of satisfaction, because you know, typical normal people stuff and normal subjective, because we're swimmers, it isn't really easy for me to grasp most of this stuff, and I want to say it took me till last year to truly understand the competitive aspects, the try-hard aspects, what it truly meant to me. And as you can tell, I didn't practice this. This is why. And God, I mean, I can't even express. I honestly have no idea what to say, because like it's really hard just knowing that you were classified so different than most people, and just I usually look in the mirror every day and I hate myself, and for the guys in this room and so many others to accept me meant so freaking much.